All right, so in this video, I have a new pair of Jordans that I honestly I'm shocked that they're sitting, but I'm also not shocked they're sitting. That doesn't even make sense. Any which way, we have a pair in a Nike Air box here, an orange box, and it is a nod to an OG, but not an OG, but something that I found that I like the colorway of, and I wanted to give them a try and see how they were in hand, on feet, and all the other stuff, let you guys know. So this is the low top version of the AJKO 1, which wasn't actually a thing back in the day. Back in 85, the Air Jordan 1 was released, high and low top versions. And then in 86, they actually released an AJKO version of the Air Jordan in the high top form. And it was known as the AJKO 1, which is the Air Jordan knockoff version. Kind of a knockdown version of the regular Air Jordan 1s because it had canvas on the upper instead of leather. So we've seen a couple retros of the high top versions here and there, and this is the first, as far as I know, low top version that is actually released directly from Nike. The previous version was a collaboration from Union, and this is a canvas pair that I did a little dip dye to, but it was a canvas AJKO 1 low from Union the very first time that the AJKO 1 was made into a low top form. And now they actually ended up releasing these again on Nike's website. They sat for quite a while, so they didn't actually sell out. I think $150 price point. I actually really like them all. I think it looks great, but I do like that they have a new colorway, and this is kind of like the BRED colorway of the AJKO 1, not the BRED colorway of the Air Jordan 1. As you can see side by side, the Air Jordan 1 in the BRED colorway, as it's been dubbed, has a red collar around the back, and this one does not have that around the back panel. The toe box is red and all the other panels are black, similar to the BRED version. The AJKO 1 BRED version, the original one, actually had red around the collar of the shoe, and that is not the case because there is no collar since it's a low top version. Now similar, you do have kind of an off-white midsole and then a red outsole. However, the outsoles are not the same either. This has a different outsole tread than the Air Jordan 1s. I think the bottoms remind me of the Vandals or like the Air Force 1s a little bit more. I don't know if they've actually used this outsole on other models or not. If you guys know, leave a comment in the comment section. Now on the back tab of the shoe, it does say AJKO 1 with the Air Jordan Wings logo, so it is kind of nice that they have that on there. The Union pair had a flip-up collar here because the swoosh is interchangeable, so they kind of did that one a little bit differently. But I'd say the overall fit of these is pretty much the same as the Air Jordan 1 lows, but if you guys have a difference in opinion, leave a comment in the comment section. I personally get a 9.5 in the Air Jordan 1 lows. I probably could go down to a 9, to be honest, so they do fit a little bit big. I like it when shoes fit a little bit big. Just as somebody with a little bit of a wider foot, I like a little bit extra wiggle room in my shoes. But leave a comment in the comment section. How do these fit for you? True to size or down half a size? Leave a comment. But it's a pretty nice looking model, to be honest. Like, I think this is going to be one of those ones where people are going to go, dude, I remember that BRED colorway dropped and it was like a nod to the original colorway from 86. However, it's a low top version. It's kind of like the reimagined version of something that didn't actually happen, but if it did, then this is what it probably would have looked like. And I think that that's kind of fun that they actually created something like that. And it's created in like an OG fashion and just not being an OG pair. Now, who knows, back in the day, Jordan Brand and Nike, they might have actually created sample versions of low top version AJKOs, and they just never released, and they might have just even shredded them. And most people don't know, but on Nike headquarters campus, like I've been there a bunch when I was younger, they have like samples sitting on everybody's desks. They're just everywhere. They're just out in the open and stuff. And then they use them for sample purposes. From what I understand happens, they do a couple mock-ups here and there of a pair of shoes like this that might be going to retail, and they get a couple different samples made with different materials and stuff and maybe different color blockings. And then once they determine which is the ones that they actually want to go to production with, they're supposed to actually take the samples and shred them in a shredder to get rid of the other samples. Sometimes the employees get to keep them just around their desk or just keep them as like a memory of something that they created, I'm assuming. But I don't know the rules about how they actually manage all that nowadays. I know it's a lot tighter ship than it was way back in the day. Anyways, my point being is, who knows if they actually created AJKO 1 lows way back when and they just never ended up happening. And I do feel like this is a really nice wearable colorway, even though it doesn't have the traditional color blocking of the BRED colorway that we all know and love. You still get a nylon tongue, and then you get the Nike Air logo on the tongue in red. The swoosh is done in kind of a fake leather. It feels very fake. And then this feels like fake leather in the back tab of the shoe. It doesn't even feel like leather at all, which I don't know why they use synthetic materials on such small parts of leather on the shoe. Like, this really has an opportunity for them to shine and make really nice quality leather there, but it is what it is. But for the most part, it's canvas upper, and then you do have the metal eyelets for all of the laces. And all in all, I think it's a really nice wearable pair of shoes, nice colorway. And if you guys are interested in buying a pair of these, I'll link them in the description of the video. If you guys use that link, it goes over to Nike's website and you can purchase a pair because they're sitting literally in an entire full size run, which is kind of crazy to see, to be quite honest. I know it's the beginning of school. There's lots of different shoes that people are wanting for back to school. This is just not on everybody's list, and I feel like it is a sleeper out there. So what do you guys think? Sleeper or not? Leave a comment in the comment section. Appreciate you all for stopping by and watching. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of the day, and hopefully we'll see you back on the channel for some more videos. All right, peace, guys.